You ever buy a flashlight or see one advertised online and wonder if the output's anywhere close to reality? I am continually bothered by that thing. So I'm going to try and come up with a low-cost way, something that's not going to crush me in terms of budget, to get some sort of baseline as to if these facts are real or if they're just make-believe. So stick around. Ladies and gentlemen, I am currently sitting on the floor of my reloading and project and everything room. You've seen it at a higher altitude. We're down here because I'm going to make a Lumen test box. And the grand total of everything that I've spent thus far on this is about 40 bucks. I have no idea if this is going to work or not. Like, I could not tell you, but 40 bucks, I figured, what the heck, we'll give it a shot. I bought a lux meter. This is 34 bucks on Amazon. There are much higher priced ones. If you ever watch the Torque Test channel, the one they're using is about 276 bucks. I'm sure that thing works really, really well. This is not a $276 instrument, but if it's repeatable, and perhaps it is, we'll give it a shot, then it might be worth my time. The other piece to this puzzle is one of these fine styrofoam coolers that you can buy anywhere. I purchased this one, I do believe, at Giant for 5 bucks and some change. So all told, I'm up to $40 for my test setup. There's obviously going to have to be some sweat equity or some labor involved. The first thing I need to do is hang the light sensing part of the meter down into this box. It's connected with a cable, so I need to leave room for that. My general thought is I'm going to put it kind of about, let me see if I can show you, kind of there inside the box. Once it's there, I'm just going to zip tie it. So I'm going to put 2 little holes, run a zip tie through it, and then it will sit there. Then I need to make a hole kind of opposite it on the same side that I'm going to put my light in. Once the box is closed, the light meter's running, then in theory, it'll give me some sort of reading. My general thought to come up with the math to get that reading into a lumens number that we can agree on is to use a flashlight that I believe gives consistent numbers. My test flashlight for this, what I'm going to use to determine my numbers, is going to be the Phoenix PD36 TAC. I have found Phoenix to be pretty reliable in terms of the output they generate versus what they say. Further, I have found them to be really reliable in looking at third-party testing of their lights. Other people say that their output claims are on. So if I use that as kind of my, what's the word I'm looking for here? My comparison basis, and then I can move on from there and come up with some other numbers from other flashlights. But I'm thinking my gold standard is probably going to be that Phoenix. I know some of you are probably saying, why not Surefire? Why not Mod Light? I like Phoenix better than Surefire. Your mileage may vary. Anyway, let's go ahead and start doing work. I may fast forward through some of this because I know there's going to be some squeaky noises when it comes to the cutting of styrofoam. Cutting styrofoam makes a lot of noise, and I'm sure that's probably going to make some people's teeth hurt.
Hey, want to hear the most annoying sound in the world?
So I don't want to do that to you. So I'll just fast forward through some stuff, commentary here and there as needed. Well, there's one problem right away. My light meter won't even come on. Oh Lord, it may have to go back to Amazon and get me a different one. I'm going to try a different battery. All right, so lesson learned. Make sure the batteries are fully seated. We're good to go now. This is with the cover on, and I wonder what, yeah, we need to go into foot candles, and then with the cover off, I'm probably gonna have to do it on the ×10 for these flashlights. We'll figure it out. So there's the meter itself, or the sensor, zip tied to the side. Could I come up with a more permanent solution? Heck yeah. Is this kind of rednecky enough to get by? Also, heck yeah. Now I need a hole that is going to be sufficient for any light that I want to use. I may start small and work my way up. I'm going to use the handy dandy Milwaukee, what is this, Fastback? Yeah. Cheap replaceable blades, good for just general cutting tasks. I know I should have pulled out some $500 knife and cut holes, but for what I'm doing today, I think this one's going to be fine. I'm going to start out small. We'll work our way up. I'll probably use like a backer card, put this through, and then use that to contain light. But for our test today, maybe just a small hole. Cutting holes in styrofoam also means you need a vacuum cleaner. I'm just gonna keep this out because I know I'm gonna need it again. Tell me, does this look ghetto to you? Or rednecky? Or pick your poor pejorative? It does to me. Apologize. Text break. Here we are. 30 lumens, 150 lumens, 350 lumens, 1,000 lumens, and then the high and tactical mode of 2,000. Turbo is 3,000. So we've got a pretty wide range. I think what I'm going to do, and this is a fully charged PD36 tack, is put it into the regular duty mode where it goes through all the different iterations. So there's low, medium, high, extra high, extra high, back down to low, eco, right, then low is 150, medium. So this claims 350 lumens. So let's just open this up and get set up. We'll take the cap off, put it behind the, I don't know if you can see it there, the cable. We'll turn on our light meter, put it on foot candles. We'll shut the box. You guys ever play that game, Shut the Box? It's an old school game. You roll dice, there's a box. I'm sure that's a shock to you. So the real question, of course, is we said that was medium, right? 350 lumens. So I've got to figure out what range I want. I think times 10 is the highest. Let's put it in, see what we get. Now you got to wait like 30 seconds before it even starts to tell you anything. But already I'm getting kind of a weird reading, so. Okay, I simplified everything. If I just leave this on the times 10 setting, then everything smooths out. And if I take my flashlight, put it on the duty mode, and go to the lowest setting, lowest is supposed to be 30 lumens. So when I put it in there, I'm getting 11. And if it's 30 lumens, the correction factor is 2.77, at least based on the higher math. So let's just get crazy and try 11 times 2.77, 30.47 lumens. Close, pretty darn close. So then I'm gonna go up to the low. Low is 150 lumens. Putting it in, and I'm getting right at 53. Once again, if I take 53 times 2.77, gives me 146.8 lumens. Still pretty legit, right at 150. The next one up is medium. That's 350 lumens. I'm getting between 126 and 128 on the meter. Let's just say 128, 354 lumens. And it claims 350, so it's still quite in the ballpark. High is supposed to be 1,000 lumens. I'm getting right at 364 on this, times 2.77 is 1,008 lumens. Once again, dead nuts on. Now here's where things get a little saucy. If I put it up to 3K, and that's frigging hot, and I don't think it stays there long, but it starts out at like 1,050, but it starts coming down fast and hard. This light just can't put up with that much output that long. The temperature regulator gets all over it in a big hurry. But let's just say 1,050, that was the initial burst, and you can see it stepping down. I don't know if you can tell, like it just keeps going down, down, down. We're in the 900s, 914, 894. By the way, the light's getting pretty toasty at the head. So, but we'll just say it was 1,050, 2,908. And it started a little higher than that, but I didn't catch it. Do I think this thing puts out 3,000 lumens at its highest setting? Yes, but for how long? Not very. It steps down fast. I mean, the body of this thing's already warm from holding it at that temperature. I think that 2.77 is my correction factor for this setup. Any box that you set up, you're gonna have to generate your own correction factor with, like I said, a light that is legit for you, that you know makes sense. Like I said, I like the Phoenix. I'm gonna go back and probably test some others like this Through Night. This is a decent $40 flashlight. This is a $100 flashlight. The differences are there if you care to go down that road. I've done them in other videos. Based on the fact that this light is like less than half that other one, do I think it's got the best set of outputs or the most accurate set of outputs? I don't know. We'll test it again. Anyway, $40, a Lumen testing box. And from what I can see, it works pretty darn good. I don't hate it, guys. I don't hate it. Now I have some methodology for testing out things like weapon lights, other flashlights, anything like that. I know one of my friends got hold of some Amazon flashlight that claimed some crazy like 250,000 lumens. I think I'm gonna bum that from him and test it out. Guys, I know this was kind of off in the weeds, like project time with Jay and not my normal shtick, but it was kind of fun for me to play with this. And like I said, $35 light meter, $5 cooler. You know, I've spent 40 bucks on way dumber stuff. Hopefully this has been entertaining to you and somewhat useful, I hope. As always, thanks for watching. Take care. Stay safe.
Get 'em, Jay.